So back in 2011, Muammar Gaddafi, which up here, was brutally murdered by Hillary Clinton and the NATO-backed Libyan rebels, who executed him and dragged him through the streets of Sirte, done all sorts of other humiliating things to him. I'm sure most of you are aware of the infamous Hillary Clinton video. We saw he died, and she cackles like the horrible witch of the West that she is. So Clinton emails: NATO destroyed Libya to prevent African gold-backed currency. So it's from Anon HQ. Hillary's emails truly are the gifts that keep on giving. While France led the proponents of the UN Security Council resolutions that would create a no-fly zone in Libya, it claimed that its primary concern was the protection of Libyan civilians. Considering the current state of affairs alone, one must rethink the authenticity of this concern. As many conspiracy theorists will claim, one of the real reasons to go to Libya was Gaddafi's plan to gold Dinar. One of the 3,000 Hillary Clinton emails released by the State Department on New Year's Eve, where real news is sent to die quietly, has revealed evidence that NATO's plot to overthrow Gaddafi was fueled by first their desire to quash the gold-backed African currency and second the Libyan oil reserves. The email in question was sent to Secretary of State Hillary Clinton by her unofficial advisor Sidney Blumenthal, titled "France's Client and Gaddafi's Gold." It's here from Foreign Policy Journal. The email identifies French President Nicolas Sarkozy as leading the attack on Libya with 5 specific purposes in mind: to obtain Libyan oil, ensure French influence in the region, increase Sarkozy's reputation domestically, assert French military power, and to prevent Gaddafi's influence in what is considered Francophone Africa. The French are just as imperialist as all the other central banking nations. So most astounding is the lengthy section delineating the huge threat that Gaddafi's gold and silver reserves, estimated at 143 tons of gold and a similar amount in silver, posed to the French franc, circulating as a prime African currency. And here is a section of the email proving that NATO had ulterior motives for destroying Libya. This gold was accumulated prior to the current rebellion and was intended to be used to establish a pan-African currency based on the Libyan golden dinar. This plan was designed to provide the Francophone African countries with an alternative to the French franc. It goes on to give you a source comment. According to knowledgeable individuals, this quantity of gold and silver is valued at more than $7 billion. French intelligence officers discovered this plan shortly after the current rebellion began, and this was one of the factors that influenced President Nicolas Sarkozy's decision to commit France to the attack on Libya. According to these individuals, Sarkozy's plans are driven by the following issues: A. A desire to gain a greater share of Libyan oil production. B. Increase French influence in North Africa. C. Improve his internal political situation in France. Looks like a strong man. Leader. D. Provide the French military with an opportunity to reassert its position in the world. E. Address the concern of his advisors over Gaddafi's long-term plans to supplant France as the dominant power in Francophone Africa. Ergo, as soon as French intel discovered Gaddafi's dinar plans, they decided to spearhead the campaign against him, having accumulated enough good reasons to take over. Sadly, Gaddafi had earlier warned Europe in a prophetic phone conversation with Blair that his fall would prompt the rise of Islamic extremism in the West. A warning that would go unheeded. What's a few lives in France and Libya if the larger goal lines the pockets of politicians and the elite so much better after all? sure everybody's, well, most people should be familiar with the 7 countries in 5 years video. Does the rounds once now. I suggest you check it out. It is General Wesley Clark, I think the guy's name is, who exposes the NATO plan to take over the Middle East and obviously steal its resources, which, well, Libya and the murder of Gaddafi, that was all part of it. I'll stick a link in the description to this. A thumbs up or a thumbs down, a share, leave a comment. Thanks for watching, cheers.